first game to be and live up to it. Second game, yes. But as I say, the final, a showdown between the West and the North. Senegal versus the hosts, Morocco. The one same but only say Egypt. This is the first time Omentimian progressing beyond the Amadou semi-final man progressing and go final since 1984. Yeah, the one same but Christian, Bibi Aboko.
Adumu Nanswe.
Nyamiadum. Everyone say as a yeah, surprises be away in him.
No, yeah, surprises be a surprise by and is a Real Madrid to my boys. You almost say Wumuti Copa del Rey. You know, say around 16. You know, quarter final cry and a Real Madrid any Albacete. Emma was say and Andy Abba was Inter Milan for Jesse. Chedense was Inter Milan for Jesse need cover the Madrid for year and run so you wouldn't feel cry. You really
and no business Madrid. What is happening now? Only about Madrid. I will say to Madrid. I was almost saving for this time. So that massive win. No, the Honsam and so Eba. And then somehow Yabuanu. Now Arsenal any Chelsea game. No so say no. You say Jokaris, and then was the newspaper singing on one, and then Mamma for Canas and Jokaris. I think I should go now and start with you, Nirobo style. Anyway, Garcias, never the same Madrid, are they?
Now we know me.
Madrid, I didn't like a rose about and it's a poor camera. No, now, you know, the pump him. No,
so I'm a secret internet and when Mim Kakra, Adama did be loose to be a internet. Sa can you lose? Oh, buy any original camera, it's better 30 minutes in it.
Okay.
Only say a Madrid in Tino, or me, Madrid, maybe as an way camera.
Tiana Bopayo. Okay. Yeah, that's right. And that's it. And as somebody lose all your money, Andy, Madrid, the moon review, and Madrid, Napoli. So we see Kungo for hey, 2 Tuesday.
You know, Jamu
Edding, pa. Ediness Munya, Musunya. Mutis a 20 year Munya just one. Munya to say,
there we say, in your number, you are Monty, unemployed.
Acquire some okay with the soft tune for say Unya Tribune, Tribune was it. So for now, you go every year more. I don't go complain. Is this a giant Nasa and Tonsana? You may know I'm a traffic. Young one almost never. But oh, Reverend Daniel Lai performance, a babyshe, and no, a war and similar. Unilever to partners and take Kotoko now, and just say, and I not here, the second transfer window of the Ghana Premier League and as a Ghana football in 11:59. It's just a hard to folk still to mean sign a player. Now and on some baby Ramusu Ghana Premier League. Gold Stars to face Santiago Convention FC host Mediama House of Folk any Dreams FC Ninano and then Sunyami Adumachna and their Basso. Now did it drama and say hard to folk problem at the moment a day and we babiti sa and some no. Kobe Jones, out of against you, and also Kasa. Nina and somehow do I buano I de Ebremo, or age ready, so some of the adults. Now, Yatrasi be room near the Nina, and so, but Maxwell, and my statistics be spot on. Senegal, nay, a year Egypt, also more matches, no, almost last 12 the moon night consecutively, more than one goal, my.
Yeah.
And Pazonra, yeah, more than one goal.
13 of the last 16.
You said to be go.
13 of the last 15, so both teams are in Shego. Back open up both teams, actually.
And then I see
more advantage over Egypt now overwhelming. And no much wrong with you. Morocco, we are going at them. Some of them, I mean, more than one come, my mom supporting.
Now, him say, Andy, Dr. Martin Uswansa. KUST,
yeah,
business school,
yeah.
Now, you get
okay.
Or sit Nigeria match or Behunu Abontin via Nigeria. Or no super say Nigeria free. It's your both first half and also there be Okofi.
I will I there.
Also Okofi. Because maybe your channel. And it's at your born careful. Sir, I didn't follow. So I'll send him Nigeria match via. obehwe no abontin bia say bi ote pop bia na ona danfo bi fie anaso wo abontin bia bi obehwe bia wanhwe no ni fie a Nigeria hye Nigeria match or tifie every bia Nigeria lutu
and you move free no
enti emra half time no you also be coffee and how going was there be said I didn't call say Nigeria lusu na ade no so oti abontin no hwe no kai say Nigeria match you be enti na say de coffee unim so coffee me ho sa no friend man ka Joseph coffee
na we Nigeria for moon na mamu every Daniel ai do mamu lusu ya no
yenya a final the first team in Africa and the second best team in Africa
over 4 years
but tournament they follow a power unim say na the top 5 ranked teams no Bakupa Namba, but move for any semi-final. No? And they say the first team in Africa, the second team in Africa, never in the final.
First in the group.
You're born first in the group. Host nation, home support, and everything. But let's be honest, Morocco hosted a beautiful tournament. You didn't know some so eba. Anyway. Na eba ni aba behwe don say inter schools no so must start ball no eno che be remember matches out there course ama show be 6 Owarman 6 you school so ma qualify ni enyi na ho nsamba
intercono Cape Verde for me school no
Umes
Cape Verde qualify for World Cup e free man no pay
Umes no ofa memorial
Cape Verde qualify for World Cup
ana mo qualify na no aba e do mo qualify by no first match
ni o ma share 1-0
but say my idea
experience
we
are going to build upon this
and come back next year stronger
okay so no match ni
yes o minim
okay so
chawan
o minim ball
almost say native chairman.
Oh, and then when I'm in Tiasian, say there were arrangements to telecast this thing, be streamed live for people to watch it. And strangely, it looks like as a guy, this over stadium. Schools also say schools so all students no count on the money you take. But Oma and sir. Oh, then you come in Nimra, said be a yenche. Now what is say could crime to formally as I tried the Amako management say. Restating Hamza being as a second assistant.
And then Hamza was stadium.
Hamza so say some you know our number of scouting for players.
Yeah, Babayara.
All right, today even some no they are carrying no and so trust so MIT for Pure 95.7 FM.
Stay with Pure FM for more news and music live on 95.7.
Are you ready? Are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Right, Chairman made us into here. Kona for later, so you can Kenya no. Yeri Amabusa for live on Pure 95.7 FM. Over joining on Facebook, Pure FM TV Sanso, and I will call YouTuber Ewa Bright can come on YouTube no. One circa sorry television as well. Now they are 2AX television on Sabaka show no. I don't pay you commanding in answer but and games out door and sweat me cause no AFCON. Yebani abedi won come Sanso and Amaminika and for we and to go so Italy and what is Sana Chamo Ekase Napoli for no wamu enso a disappointed boys because Napoli and a club of France Parma edisia kaino Napoli and Shebi Parma wamu enso entime Shebi Ninta Milan Moboko echi leche esomo 1-0 and we player your friend Esposito wanu enenya the only go Emma club of France Inter sesem that Inter Milan club no so chake e was Serie A table no so wamu go so 4 points and so when Milan channel to send and AC Milan game no enso bet me akoso Milan let me within the game no and not just akolosi and so at the aba no 3 points and 6 points currently and a separate Milan and Inter Milan boboko no and later sabanino yeah the one some emamu ewo jumadi so kwa Germany and club of France of Wolfsburg omushe 2 Emma St. Pauli Eshebako FC Cologne Eshe first goal Nemon Bamuntin aya remontada Emma winning game by 3-1 Ora France of Vincent aya company new team no ego so Eshe goals Search Nabri enya goal aya Keminta enya goal and akodena France Lenat Car one so ariba ko episo Bamuntin wom ekonya away victory and Hofian and so trafi Eshe 5 Emma Borussia Mönchengladbach etimu bako Leipzig Eshe 2 Emma Freiburg club no omunso entiante and the South England and EFL Cup team course no semi-final the first leg no course I was Stamford Bridge the and it's Chelsea 2 Arsenal 3 and later server yet Emma again Arsenal as I'm so Chelsea Arante France Alejandro Ganato one of goals no Edema Chelsea Nemon Ben White as first goal Victor Jokares and goal and Martin Zubimendi and Sonia goal Edema club from Arsenal and it is no teams that's a 2 teams na lineup no address Obiania Bre because Chelsea started here with goalkeeper Robert Sanchez Arante France George Champon Wesley Fofana Nathaniel Chaloba yenya Marco Cuera yenya Andrew Santos yenya Enzo Fernandez Estavayo Willian Joao Pedro Tanson Pedro Neto and Akodena France Magui wamu and started way Carabao Cup game and Premier League match Carabao Cup match and I will tell lineup no Neti Arsenal and no Cup Arisa Balaga and will go post no Arante France Julian Timber started as I left back Sanso and Gabrama guys and William Saliba 4 and 5 Ben White Ejana 2 Yenya Declan Rice Martin Zubimendi Yenya Branche France Martin Odegaard Yenya Arante France Leandro Trossard Victor Jokares and Bukayo Saka well and started and two managers no na Obiania Bre and the will Copa de Madrid and Imguasia about Salte woman a second division side and that's a first division side woman at the Real Madrid SMN and it's about Salte our club no Woko aye second abini mwa enkofano omun farewell womu tosuma ko edun so 17th position but enra omu share Real Madrid by 3 goals to 2 enu ere te Deportivo Alaves echi Rayo Vallecano share 2-0 Sonsa Betis enso ya comeback womu share LT by 2 goals to 1 enu ere te wonsebno yet emamu ewo dwumadi sanda Hellas Verona body te Bologna eye komu any AC Milan uko Germany and Augsburg and Union Berlin woman came in about Copa del Reno, Mami Fantigas and a Burgos CF, woman and Valencia, Racing Santander, body at Barcelona, and area to Yamra Africa, Nayan Koma and Morocco, semi-finals, no answer to me so now the first game of course between Senegal and Egypt, 78 minutes, and a branch of France Sadio Mane, one a ball shot from behind, and one co Edema Senegal national team, so Senegal, woman and Sansuko another final. And the last 4 AFCONs no Senegal Aqua Finals Makuma Compressor and Mo Salah and Yama Antentam na Equaya Egypt for a starting game no meaning that Christian Max for Tracia woman and Super discussing and another pay and so the second game of course no after 120 minutes Nigeria and Sebi Morocco and 20 and Sebi and now a penalty shootouts na the Kofa 7 answer the buyer and some penalties no the is Morocco and a starting penalties no a branch France and Nel El Ayon one about the say Paul Onuatu and Subabose Sansona Hamza everybody the Emma goalkeeper your friends Stanley and Magbali one Everton Obianum says Samuel Chukwueze at the lead in Ebema Nigeria who says Samuel Chukwueze Abba possible and I'm a goalkeeper Atono and a branch of France LC Ben Shaw one and Subashadi 2-1 yɛnya player your friend sɛ ɛyɛ Bashiro wɔn ɛde kɔ 2-2 Hakimi Ashraf ɛde kɔ ɛyɛ 3-2 ɛna Brentier France ɛyɛ Bruno wɔn nso bɔ penalty ɛma goalkeeper France ɛyɛ Yashin Bono a kyerɛ friend sɛ ɛyɛ Bono wɔn akyɛ no Yusuf Nasre ɛnya Shamian po ɛde tumu kama ɛma yɛwia no Morocco wɔn ɛna bɛfɛ Senegal ɛwɔ the final game nyame yadma Sunday ɛno ɛnso bɛtia kɔ so wɔn nsɛm no yɛte ɛma mo ɛnso adwumadi ne sɛ na no pɛi yɛnkɔ tin community ɛnso ɛwɔ ɛnura games ɛno nso tumi kɔ so na mame chance from the first game no before ɛyɛ game no mame ɔpanyina yɛfɛ no sɛ Ashraf ɛyɛ Sobi wokɔ ɛyɛ Egypt a ɔno ɛna yɛ Minister of Sports ɛnso ɛwɔ Egypt ɛnura before game no yɛte ɛne sɛ ɔmo fɛsɛte ɛyɛ Egypt ɔno sɛ coach baako a ɛne ɛwɔ Egyptian ɔmo football history wɔnom ayɛ adwumare garden pa no ɛyɛ ɔpanyina yɛfɛ no sɛ Hassan ɛyɛ Shahata sɛ Egypt yɛka ɛyɛ AFCON a wɔn agye duro na ɔpanyin wei edi mu tentem a sɛ ne mfie ne kɔ n'anim ɛna apɔmuden no ɛno nso ɛnhyɛ da ni wɔ sa ɛno sports minister a France Ashraf Sobi onie wɔn edi kan ɛkɔ visit ayo panyin enso na traye atwese no munyina ekɔ sɛ ne nsɛm nhyira ebetumi aboa amaniama akɔye enso de ama Egypt after sɛ ɔmo kɔɛ no images bi ana wɔhwɛ no enti sports minister and former coach no utu so panyin no wayɛ mmerɛ paa ɛna ɔkɔɛ no but still ɛne enso ntumi akɔye ɛno ɛyɛ deɛ a yɛde wɔn nsɛm ɛma mo enso adwumadi no so na deɛ te no sɛ wokɔ Senegal a bikan ɛma me Senegal man panyin sɛ on sɛ yɛ president a sabi yɛ ana sɛ bɛka sɛ age ne wafama Senegal man panyin no over just 43 years on ye enra ewo ne office ewo ena no nso eye game no mpanimfo na ekwawie Sadio Mane enso enya wango because before so abo bepie mo ewo Morocco team ne nyina ekɔ atraye enso ekɔ jene nsɛm nhyira ekɔ de ni kodinkra enti oguso no nso monitor ewo ne office now Senegal man panyin onye ewo ne office so ena wo hwɛ no onso a young man just ono nso ebumai no onye just on an impediment ewo aye ne office no na omo monitor de course enra nyina kamenti ano na just a win enso atimi aba na enije kase enso na aba no eno aye Senegal na ye di san komo no nyama mpanyin ko awo ena na nije ye enra ewo the streets of Dakar na enya sim ko ye be videos mi bi aye different aye videos ye be nya botre na we enso aye Senegal eno celebrations a e course so unim se ehase from aye stadium wa kase eno omo a wo Morocco omko stadium kora match no ye pon ya pe eno mutisi montene na Trent Obama ye videos ni bi ni akwadem aye Senegal omo jubilations ni mewe bie na kase bia anya kamanti ha no aye Dakar empanimfo enkwada emema chese obia atiasi eye street wom enso fa street ne so because no a enkonimdie enso na aba bedwa no nti ha ne de nya chese moto ahodo eye cars ahodo enso na bro bia mfa ho wobia ekita ne flag eno mu etumirika we mekai 2009 eno eye Ghana under 20 ekwaji FIFA World Cup ne say ya ena straight from eye Bramado ba wusan wadru o kwa ba so kodru swami obawu na chese sikakra ebi ni ubotoma sebasa oh faka whatever faka ba fi eno Senegal the streets of Dakar and Awoshano mame the other aye video aye supporters no any police na policeman bako utu se ahano baby na adere duro adiasa e won se nipa no ebi su ko fie nipa de bi na tare kan nim no abranche bako all celebrate no kan nim and won celebrate we omni police for no police ni moto no and utu se omu him aye moto ne kama na just a man no just a horns no and so twagu celebrations no and cause se victory eba say ya na just a baby awu what as ahano to da wa hwe uhu akoda uhu no aye panyim ye nyina kabom ena just yaje nti aye Senegal eno ade na kromu emo adepa na mame Senegal supporters a wo so ewo Morocco because wo so make sure say ne no wo ema no emfa wo enra Senegal supporters ewo aye Morocco right after the game obo say stadium no ere si wono sana no modoso Senegal for no modoso papa enti omo so nie ena just ne so nkwa so a ya dem sam ema mo enso odwumade no sano pai eno de mame Senegal for coach na ya friend say papi aye chao sesi ameno ka say obaba ye the first aye coach walidi aye Senegal edo mako 2 AFCON aye finals enom aye panyina ye friend say aye papi aye chao onye orena ono so young man oguso aye adwone kama 2022 as assistant coach what the Senegal Echo final and 2025 as a head coach what the Senegal Esansuko final Yamana Baswaya Jumapa and the table coach Nabasono Mami player Francis Sadio Mane because Mane so Oka Muntimini the FM Fremo and now Sadio Mane the first ever player since 2010 Warwick 20 goal involvement AFCON and player Francis Sadio Mane who since 2010 in 2026 no yenya player be Africa AFCON one answer drew 20 goal contribution the chance Sadio Mane and 11 goals 9 assists one answer idea pa na and between on branch Francis Mohamed Salah Mame Salah so Salah so Emuate pa Edema Salah AFCON Edi Usa Salah Estach Ebo AFCON Edema Egypt 2012 the NSA 2012 no one unqualify 2013 one unqualify 2017 omo runners up 2019 omo frimu run of 16 2021 Salah frimu so run up Samsung 2023 one frimu run of 16 2025 one frimu semi-finals and Abrantia friends Mohamed Salah and na medasofa any sa picture we open your friends Papi Chow or coach and so the Senegal national team they say or sit debate over between Sadio Mane and Abrantia friends Mohamed Salah coach and see and fan to us on the Obetia Casa Sadio Mane the greatest African footballer of all time one of the Argentine Sadio Mane the greatest African footballer of all time and according to Penina your friend some Papi Chow and also this Ankomana Yada some Emamu and so Jumadin Sanope and the about Senegal I qualify and the other game and so so between Nigeria and Morocco no and also Penya friends in Kuka a DR Congo fan now Oba Stadium and Pejan inside the question and nam only AFCON I say name and Obinso Eric Reti just ni post now no say no we one Moroccan fan only and also dress here and I just will Pejan inside the course said in Kuka and so tire no one and the Morocco supporter no but when they are on in Kuka Nankasa and Drew Baby no I was so jai no jenny Ninsan I was no what else Drew Baby no jai now just was shaking on Kakra essence Ahano Najas and Yamekoi and so the Morocco our national team no and on air Mami Mohamed Abu Treka because Mohamed Abu Treka Ababedin Komo Edia for Morocco our national team no now also on the Nipa Bakope and one person can ask them and no a goalkeeper na your friend say Yashin Bono now according to Mohamed Abu Treka was say Yashin Bono akwano onu ankasa oye school or say Yashin school na oye goalkeeper ewo aye textbooks mo no I was here describing no enso textbooks mo na also say wo tournament na o person wo win tournament na I just say unya strong aye goalkeeper to say aye Yashin Bono akwano say enya boy na oba chene nko send a command so we game na ekwan ya first a command aye ni team aye top notch eno ena man di feeling no because akwano enso save aye tournament enso ade man country and according to Mohamed Abu Treka Murefi a FIFA World Cup a quite fast so a pushy Morocco and then a semi-final and now so AFCON be what say Narantia your friend is Brahim Diaz mo Ebogos Nemum and now quite fast Wachi aye Bruno ne penalty na otu sampa anu se ne nsabako and odi service a penalty no enu and Abu Treka abana baso na unim se na me no ka say goalkeepers are more the most clean sheets ewo aye AFCON history. Mami friend to yourself number 1 a former Egyptian goalkeeper Sam El Hadari one ekita 14 clean sheets our AFCON history. Number 2 a Abrantia friends Abubakar Ayakopa for La Côte d'Ivoire 11 Yashin Bono Auko and that's why he call or friends Abubakar Ayakopa 11 clean sheets each and to the final game they say Timiko clean sheet not just Oko 12 no about number 2 and ba Vincent Enyema eye Alan anafe Edward Mendy woman you know e 10 enom eye de eno a eye Nigeria for bofu almost referee Daniel Lai SCC omo eno na mama branch friends Ako Adams ono eye striker edema Nigeria national team near pon game no ena e mix zone all kono ena centrally baako eye se opeso ne interview asemo ka chen centrally ne se ko nane eye sa referee Daniel Lai eno no enkoye interview ono ene betimi a chire ensemu enso de acho eno Ako Adams na ne buofu Nigeria for say Daniel Lai SCC omo eno because enema pi ekọ so edru ba bi no almost no muntimi nko tackles because that's a 50-50 ball bia no na referee age enso de Morocco no yellow card e de Nigeria and Nigeria players no na omuntimi enko tackles because we have mistake referee no enso be you adu afiri mo eno according to Nigeria say omunso nsem omo eka na eno Christian Osebet no edi wo say Mami Abranche friend said Davido, Davido, just a superstar, our Nigeria. Na Davido ekocha bet, our Nigeria for Mami the Silipano, Okocha, go both teams, but Nigeria to win. Na Enra, na Anwasi, Okocha Sadiano, only game like us a goalless. Mami Fawi enter just a bet in Davido, a bet in Ocha $50,000. $50,000. Nobody $348,274 dollars. Enra ninyina ashe ni $50,000 no ayaka eno aya branch France aya Davido ena ni sika no enso akwashim $50,000 no eno akwashim enyo no kwa Nigeria for one young man just ono so aya just oya content creator mo aya TikTok ani ade no Pella mame aya Pella na say oba Ghana just ono shatawale no mo so ena mo Pella eni wuru se eno aya se game no be sha Pella enso ko twa bet $3,000 nenko bedi $10,000 ono so Pella ne bet no yedino enti Davido $50,000 Pella and so ya $3,000 omunyina ya do omo mame referee Daniel Lai ni Instagram handle no na ye ninko wuru se no yes Nigeria for abufu no wamu a report referee no na account no amase se ameno ka se ya blocking Daniel Lai ne Instagram account Nigeria for no abufu no chese ba bi omudi adru no wamu de kwa chire obubu afu ama onso obudo so dodo na a report referee no account no ama menoka say ni Instagram account no Daniel Lai yeso omo block an account no enum tebete ye ka celebrity say Nigeria me bacho mukai odumodu black na mu amuta etie nwom no la ho sa nwom no abrante no boy no la ho ono odumodu mame fa we entu gas at a point ono so be make post na fa odumodu black any post ne mame because ono so de betu ya say Nigeria lose match na one aya Ghanaian artist bia enso nya collabo e won life one Ghanaian artist bia enyanwom say Ghana referee abesisi aya Nigeria na say munyina mu nemu bi enti one Ghanaian artist bia disabia we Ghanaian artist na wo gina say onu odumodu black enso ebe collabo abrante ni because of enra aya game no ma lose into no on just one Ghanaian aya artist bia enso enyanwom eno aya de Nigeria for enso dia godru omuye ya pa ena ababa friends Asitat Oshola enso ebemeki ayeni post say Oshola woba the best player ever Africa say man de no waje imprince 6 times and waje the best player and when the post whatever ayeni said the big question here is when will this whole CAF compensation Morocco end award tournaments all. It's getting boring now. We need other countries to step up. Everything concerning African football happens in Morocco. Feels like that's the new headquarters. In Toronto, as a CAF, so say Amunsu Bibia Sebe favor Morocco for no and Oshola and I just want to say this answer no. What they are about to get in, no. Yet they want some Emamo and so Julian so Morocco for the Omontario, Yanko Morocco, Omo dressing room, Yanko El Cabinum, Arantia, your friend. same just a romance asemo Brahim Diasemo goalkeeper Yashin Bonomo Arentia France Nai girl or just anyasem go to our dressing room and go for the way Monia Munkoswana Monkika Kadiamope what I say Monka swade mbeka bia monka na omude omu celebrate inside we any woman and coach our friend say Walid Ragragu na just celebrations na eno mu celebrate woman omuntu obi case eno aye chese omana ya from Morocco woman and celebrate kama mame fa we enti get final no enya ye set na trend fast final no etos mame Senegal against Morocco on Sunday Senegal Wamu and winning any of our last 5 knockout games against host nation our AFCON Senegal for no Wamu share a host nation our knockout say a run of 16 and answer quarter final semi-final and answer final the last 5 and yeah Senegal omu answer me winning so say omu our tester I also must overcome nyami adma on Sunday 1990 Wamu elusu 2-1 semi-finals edema Algeria and another host nation. Tansuna 2000 Omulusu 2-1 Edema Nigeria and don't see a quarter final Nigeria a host nation. Tansuna Tunisia 2004 Senegal Elusu 1-0 and on a quarter finals Egypt 2006 it was semi-final Senegal Elusu a 2-1 to Egypt and after 2024 Obakai Wamu and La Cote d'Ivoire 1-1 and a Cote d'Ivoire winning 5-4 on penalties again Wamu Elsa Kwakushia a host nation the stage in knockout stage no enum ayatia yade unsam emamu enso dwumade ne sanopai enum ayade wamin kom Madrid nim gwasea no na yenin kom am coach na France Alvaro Arbeloa na enum Arbeloa unsa game no odrope players no makoma 11 including aye judunum aye boys ni bebrebe on form anko game bi na enum ekwagiguye enum kobusa Alvaro Arbeloa se wonu se players ni bi won ma no sen ka de o konka duru ba bia emu ayade no enkometra be change game no de ama and Alvaro Arbeloa said that onu ne hoda na onya same opportunity obey sadia no 1,000 times say or drop his our players 1,000 times wabasan so aye nto onu ne na oseyam fan to say enra na just a Madrid team no omu aye fantastic. I just at any point, on betting a team here, Okolusu to lower division side or that 17 till someone to 1 more second. And I have Alvaro Arbeloa, Aqua Subes and say, and I Brante Aqua, one NHS OD Madrid for them. No, I play that France Jafti Aya Betancourt, Fanami Aquani Jafti Betancourt 2 goals, and a year Madrid for Edwin Freeman. Now, Abrante no idea to us away, I had the biggest 10. Happened ever football history. So Albacete for no Asha Madrid 3-2. Now my Real Madrid for the I had the biggest thing. SC answer football history more. So ono SC 2 goals. Baby Abranteno Ajazenra na onu team komano a player France Betancourt and robo 2 goals answer the mark mo game no ono and an Albacete 110 Jesino and eldia na onu say a draw point to be na Albacete our fans na anyuma no mo to say I must say thank you for coming. We finally won a game. Please come back next week. Sir, I am Madrid for Nquadia and Goma winning matches. Sir, Madrid for the Banomo Domas is so mobile. Now, I feel you're making a winning match. Almost Madrid team, sir. Nyami Adman next week. One and Samra, normally about 30 for ABC guy. Now, Enra, Nipan and Bufu Ayabra Jena. Your friend says, Jesus Valeu. Jesus Valeu. I'm my own say, Jesus Valeu. Eddie, I had 10 years. How Real Madrid? Now, Max, when we said 10 years, you know, about just 34 matches, and I did Madrid in 10 years. And last year, and I said was signing last year, was signing a contract. Edema Albacete club, and no Master Madrid. You say Union Sumono, and also says Abofra. Now, so about Madrid, 10 years, no, the Nico alone, 5 different A teams. And last year, with me, I signed Albacete for the not just one who see a player Albacete only Yapon game, no, and was Untiano. esunu sa minim se Christian mo betimi a kire mu a se no osu se ne club no a qualify into tears of joy anasa Madrid for no aye the format in one film no enu ntina no osu and mom just one ankasa ebe kire ni sum no enso de tre for Alvaro Arbeloa atuso ma mebiem se aye last Real Madrid coaches a omulusu omo first match Arbeloa abeka won ore friends aye Kures ono in 2003 Olusu 2-1 the first match Edema Son Moix Sanso Ana Lopez Ekaru in 2005 Elusu the first match as Real Madrid coach Edema Olympiacos say 2-1 and wachi reference Ben Schuster in 2007 Onusu Lusu 1-0 the first game as coach Edema Madrid Edema Nevon and Joel Lepetegi 2018 Onusu Lusu the first game as Real Madrid coach 4-2 Edema Bobo Conference Atletico Madrid Arbeloa in 2026 3-2 Albacete Madrid enun ayadiatia yade won sam mamo ewojumede so na onimade ba akwa enwa fa Madrid players na no musiaka no for mo to so me enim guasia for na obi enwo mo enra se oye player edema Real Madrid na oni Albacete ekoba na ofiri mu a enim guasia boys ni o tia se omunie wa di Hansen nom Frank Garcia Vinicius Junior Abrantia France Raul Asensio goalkeeper Lunin Ada Gole any Fedi Vavadi no nyina no ka team no wo nyina enra Dibuga Nifa we enter say when say in the last 32 years Real Madrid aji Copa del Rey just 3 times pay the last 32 years 3 times and Real Madrid aji Copa del Rey 2011 2014 and 2023 Madrid hadwene eno dieba Alonso wahini because at a point I will give them no na enkofo chante Xavi Alonso timer your point game no Arbeloa ekofro ne ka no na enkofo chante ora your friend say Xavi Alonso nidi na mami Alonso so and on the street of Real Madrid na say we of your camera say no and central focus here Alonso and the wife na Trent ebema me sa video na Alonso ni eno nkobu say no what say no so no way papa no sounds you very calm Alonso na kono so say cameras no say they so edinachi no edru baby no so osesa ayene direction Alonso and the wife and one kono cameras and do match no say Alonso ko no unia say Arbeloa ono krade eba be diago Albacete and say no eno area tia yet eba mu ewo dwumaje no say no was Stamford Bridge mami aye Arsenal Chelsea say the last 9 in all competitions. So, Chelsea, a supporter, in the last 9 meetings, Chelsea, and me and Arsenal club no over results na eno so bana e ba cho 4-2 apiem 1-0 aba 3-1 aba 2-2 aba 5-0 apiem 1-1 aba 1-0 aba 1-1 aba and then 3-2 and so aba ntiso we mo na just 3 and I draw emu maako 6 ni nyina Arsenal wo mo enso win na ye can set pieces na Trent mami set pieces so far this season Europe most set pieces goals in all competitions our top 5 major European leagues no say Arsenal because I know almost a goal from set piece 24 goals from set piece this season and Arsenal for Enya the Odio Machicrano club from Tottenham Hotspur 17 Chelsea 16 goals and Bayern and so 16 goals I know Arsenal club no na mami coach na France Liam Rossinia na no one so game no on Central for din no and was encouraged from the Ohun and Rano were very encouraged from the Ohun and Rano because and total commitment from any players no Ohun players no episode me bibi Edema club no amfadie name Ohun na players no committed enti wanya positives and so they free and no game na and so course no and Liam Rossinia na ubanya Chelsea next matches no and so they atoso they mama yakemene because openyina your friend say Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank one and so at your futu also Opesuo 2 Chelsea coach na France Liam Rossinia Opesuo 24 the next year Chelsea matches no say coach no onya clever because a business schedule a few months no a business schedule to just clever. Now they say Chelsea almost 6 matches. One ever Brentford fie, one ever Paphos our Champions League fie, Crystal Palace away, Napoli away, West Ham fie, and again against Arsenal and so away. And on Jimmy Ford Hasselbank say or catch the coach and say on your clever and on the tia yet Emma Medino so Marco Cuera a Chelsea player na a woman said no Omulusu game the demon Diamante is a Cuera and the Atuga said the one so far Edifa Liam Hono or did he say Rosinia and so I'm almost something a positive and we according to a branch here now your friend is a Cuera because I see no Omulusu name or her coach now. Anima P and so betting so omu agidie and so coach anymore and no aye kukuara and this uncommon and so to be Kala Teta. And as the way John Michelobi, Mami Michelobi, former Chelsea player, no, what also about Abekabi Edia Chair toward Bolly, and open your friends Egbali or say, or catch on say a true baby, Omun Shals here, Sir Omubeti, a Chelsea supporters, no, now Omasako back, you can say Chelsea at Tonko Dankwa, or so Omuntia supporters, no, not Chelsea, and Kopto a proven winners than a potentials, and I was a Chelsea at a proven winners, and say, one Kasa Kaya. Victor Osimhen or a proven winner Chelsea Franco Tony Aya na Omankoko Liam Delap and a Denaba and una aye open your friend said John Obi Mikel as in Penfono NT supporters no na Omunto aya just proven winners nibi Enfomra and no aya Diabeto no say aye Enzo aye Fernandez aye Chelsea player minya report say aye PSG club no you see almost see a crown friend Enzo Fernandez no wam epeno say see abeno ka so mbesha here Enzo Busana won some earlier free Chelsea or Sir Enzo Fernandez also made a likely sir Abrante friends Fabian Ruiz season about a year PSG for any baby and Enzo Fernandez a replacement at the Ama Fabian Ruiz a PSG and a Jamete Conor Gallagher and so Nyababe Drew a year to say Wababe Drew our London or a new player at the Tottenham Hotspur. There's a question will be able to say Conor Gallagher one and a antidote no Ediama Tottenham Hotspur now because the Omukomino a Conor Gallagher and they save your mana and force yes because the Conor Gallagher ako 268 matches I want a career 0 games missed due to injury separate all missing game 268 matches. So almost a Conor Gallagher amesemacha na a suspension but pass wepra no air concheno there be unyehubi from air Conor Gallagher in 268 matches and just are consistent na the consistency you know ebe be Tottenham Hotspur omo club we gonna send Tottenham Rodrigo Benteke ubehunu wepra Dejan Kulusevski no wepra Bissouma no wepra Mranchen just Franco Mpepra omo nyanya player or consistent Conor Gallagher ebe mo musa a consistency no enum de mete Barca announcing a squad because the Barca everybody at Racing Club de Santander Racho Barcelona a team no Marc-Andre ter Stegen Joan Garcia a Chesney Abrante France a Cancelo and one was squad no Alejandro Baldi Ronald Araujo Paul Kubasi Gerard Martin a Jules Kounde Eric Garcia Pedri, Femi Lopez, Marc Casado, Dani Olmo, McBenna, and Abrante France Tommy. Attackers no, Fran Torres, Lewandowski, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, Rashford, and Rooney Balze, where a team Hansi Flick, and so the Kokobo Sage Nanino, Yada won some Mamu and Suwa Jumadine Sanope, and Deba Mekon name as well. Namedin Kodebum, Mamin Kels, I am Dimafo, Herbal Clinic, Dr. Tanga, so any Mesro Ayari and Air 30, where men travel. And for one sense, I would tell me from Bomaden say, Uberam, I will be doing for about clinic as well, doctor. No, one and at the time, SIR and Achmago, baby, I watching a coinano, aha, and now I are son on 17 Yaka, I watch Mago, J doctor number 0244 774 282 0244 774 282 now in the doc and so any common for herbal clinic I don't know no way insecticide is spray makan was some idea trust and tontom and once na interfere and one woman in Casan air tete fear but what is open no way insecticide is spray na a sprayer and that is a uko yusu near fans all the good demo kodem whatever you know tia debi wenom emma witin ya a sounds a just sweet scent ewa with demo a no way insecticide is spray a papa kumasa for upese utua a 0546 113 450 0546 113 450 not what first number the sound so and Accra a Okensi drug lane opposite a commercial bank and your honum kama na fresh 0503 510799 0503 510799 na udum enkasa Genjamin dental clinic say yes problem bia enswaba fabra aya Genjamin so wutie me na wo say so bi won ma sabi ya kase ordinary secret brother na blood enso eba sanso so na aya opesa wo silver ananse gold teeth opesa wo braces opesa wo seno aya fita kama me ba chosen so mame say obekọ Genjamin da so ye na onu am enso akwa kodin sa was scaling and polishing omo a na wetua abo aya Genjamin enu om enkasa Genjamin ewo Kumasi Abrepo Junction Bantama High Street no total filling station echiwope enu omo enkran nungua omo ben NDC office no omo ena Tachiman Maxim Market Kente Road so no wonsa ebetua ka omo frɛ 0598 731 823 0598 731 823 now no enkasa soldier mentholated balm soldier mentholated powder na mesro mobade se wonsa betua ka bi obi a we ya adwumadene wo kodrufia na honam eyo ya use soldier mentholated balm eno ana beya nkonya ewo wigye no ye yemfa twitwiu wo de fa sura sura ka de beto no na wo ho dendenden soldier mentholated powder enso use a rashes epese je skin nebo so a eno so ebeje skin e de amount e soldier mentholated balm soldier mentholated air powder a GC brand obi amanisa enso enkabe adwuma First Bank esmen kan twa se bank ndi ayomo a se obese usika won totoye nyina ekoye usika anu ye na chese bibia ya kama enu ane First Bank branches no edos our Ghana se kra de unu se on First Bank edin sa waswa yes ayo customer no first da bia ya dwono ho kane enche First Bank bora bon branches no nenu omo enso enkodin koma na bibia anya kama enfama chamo me sorry na the last story I'm sorry no Neymar na chairman who ye Neymar down for almost Neymar down for no mun shada nje adwuma mu dinachi bia Neymar be ko bia
so on the person mu dinachi no mu dinachi
na enu ade Neymar ye obo asa ne guys ni nyina no enu odo omo call ni treatment room se sa ni injury na wanya no bra ya no komuni de ya no kom said you see sofa na oforce wo mu nyina se ekro mo fa so mo treating ni injury no omo treating na fufu tu be da hon ma machine no ne de asiu ni na eru e na bi mpese wo mu dwane na ne mas mu di mechi a mo recash eni nti onya botre e de wo mu nyina bai ti o de ya ne onzo mu ni o katafo o recash na kama tu nya ye no che so do mu ntenase
answer now no
I know more come on. Say, there be a break we never go through. Now, my Kojis Canaba, Namu enjoy. Kojis Canaba, Namu enjoy. Most people feel like a crap. Now, Bakodi, the other black and cool, Johnny. And almost I got trained by. Name an apple chin. And what never so better. And watch it will be done at work. I want to sorry, Johnny. And I name an assassin. No black no Macochina Banu. And on the machine is seeding me. Not a
machine. I'm the you.
I was in Yama when I go through 10 years. Yeah, no,
okay, young friends, you and the ransom. So, Christian, young shy, who say, I'm not Gary Al Smith, I say, Morocco, covering the AFCON, and now interview journalists about the performance, how they saw the performance of Ghana's Daniel Nilai, now journalist, yes. Now Gasubia Riti. It will be Nigeria for no other no make. Na Morocco for so make the any. It will be until you are media no beba. Yeah, check him.
But before say be share you know AFCON no. Yanka Madrid asem kakra. Na on say Sunday by this time. Last Sunday by this time. Na Madrid air fighting for air 4 trophies. They were fighting for the Spanish Super Cup, fighting for Copa del Rey, still fighting for Spanish La Liga, and then the Champions League. A free Sunday then numere, ABC Enre numere, chairman Omofrim Yinum. They lost the Spanish Super Cup to Barcelona, and then Copa del Rey. You knew quarterfinals in Bo, round 16, and a Real Madrid akwa free. Madrid a free muno and then kaya La Liga team be crying and kaya show more. Chama and crying acceptable because it is Real Madrid that we are talking about. So we lose a Clasico to Barcelona crana. They don't even accept it. Now the money here yani say right after losing the Spanish Super Cup, a Clasico game no, you have sacked your manager, appointed a new manager. New manager ni baya ni first game Copa del Rey run 16 away to Air Segunda B Timwa chairman Ola is 17th on the league table. Abasa tena almost Real Madrid no chairman so Spanish Air second division and almost first division na La Liga and the Premier League. Then almost second tier football no Air Segunda B. 22 teams in the league, you know. You about 21 matches so far. 21 matches in a yabono. Abasa chairman, I was 24 out of 21 matches played. A team the averaging a point per game. Onyade. Social league table now. Omoto so 17th on the league table. 17th wrong with that no. Omo just 2 points above a relegation zone. And new coach there. Obadan Kajuma ne dia ma no o game na o ba bebo no. A big game bia chairman and e bia because you the toughest stakes. To be able to win a game, gain your confidence, you have been given this team, chairman. This team is Secunda B team one. Omola is 17th on the league table. The Arre say, chairman, go and watch the goals na Real Madrid concede you know. Interco boss is here no. Most of the teams, you know, will not concede the goals Real Madrid conceded yesterday. Now, Real Madrid elusive game bit say. Now, it may make sense to you. Be about to hit team na Real Madrid the boy, you know. Chama, and Madrid team on the boy, you know. Virtually the first team. Be a 20 film and a loon in bedemu. Chama, Frank Garcia, our left back. Dean Housen and a Brantia, your friend Raul Asensio, and a ball 4 and 5. And a right back no omo call omo academy ho ekofa David A Jimenez and then ball right back chairman Adagule Freddy Valverde and a Castello abrante friend Jorge Castello ono so omo academy ho attack no Vinicius Junior Gonzalo Garcia and Mastantuano virtually Real Madrid first team na no so Mbappe any to a large extent, Ebia Kotoa Amobia. Madrid air parade the first 11 now. You expect to see these players, Musia Kain, Edema Real Madrid. The Yami Yani said, Mimi Barcelona, but the Yami Yani said, Chairman, Real Madrid enya equalizer, game no 2-2. Enomina equalizer, no adequate game no 2-2. The goal they conceded, the game no echo 3-2 no, 90+4. Chairman, the defending was a schoolboy defending. Schoolboy defending. Now, this is what happens when players knows that they can play poorly, but somebody else will take the blame. Players in Bobo Rain in area. Setwasu Niedu enemy and San. Real Madrid are in such a way that it is the manager that will blame, the players will stay. Any other team behind a chairman, the players will begin to take air responsibility. In the space of 4 days, 2 caps gone. Bako, Now, Chairman, Minuna Karakrano, how guarantee are you that they are going to win the Liga and even the Champions League? Born and Real Madrid, Bono. Even their own supporters believe that they cannot win La Liga. So, La Liga, Champions League, so we are talking about Baby Madrid Aircono. We are talking about the team, Chairman. They are heading towards a troughless air season. Sanka Ufri Copa del Rey, Chairman. Kabuba Ufri Ulu Super Cup now. Kaba Kwan Kabetimi Japano. The Copa del Rey. At least Copa del Rey no Capua Uvalu die. But it is better to win the Copa del Rey than to go air troughless. But Diakosi no. Chairman, troughless season now no more kono. And no make say money any Salah battle no Sadio Mane and winning battle ne keke. But the only goal in the game was scored by Brantia your friend Sadio Mane. And a game one na they no deserve so winning no and winning me no ya doing Chama and live up to a semi-final billing. Na boring kakra.
First half the garden.
But Chairman, you hear game in and when they deserve so winning on the evidence of play. Na Senegal. Senegal dominate possession, 64% of ball possession, able 8 shot, 4 of the 8 shot on target. Senegal eliminated Egypt to only 1 shot on target. And no matter kind, say me explaining a bit further. Timba ko Timmy Egypt pano Senegal. The last 6 games on Mabono, Senegal winning 4 of them. The last meetings between Senegal and Egypt, Senegal are winning 4 of them. Chairman, only say Senegal Adama Egypt and qualify for the 2022 World Cup. Do a playoff now. Sa playoff na Ghana and Nigeria boy no. Senegal any Egypt the boy. Egypt winning first leg in 1-0 Egypt. And Senegal ebe winning second leg no 1-0. Game no call extra time. Obi antimi anhye and Senegal winning 3-1 on penalties. So the same Senegal Anama Egypt and qualify for 2022 World Cup. And the same Senegal Asabechi Egypt AFCON semi-final as Arsenal Wama Egypt anchor the finals of the Nations Cup. There be America. Me say this will be Chama Senegal by this AFCON. And no goal goal number 12 that they've scored this AFCON. But we share 12 goals no. Senegal conceded only 2 goals this year's AFCON. Bomb penalty Senegal net. They have conceded only 2 goals. So AFCON we no so petimwa defensively omo solid. Morocco are conceded just 1. And Senegal are conceded 2. 6 games now Mabono. Emu 9 Senegal equipe a clean sheet. Ball enter Senegal net. So the reason why they won Enra, even though that they did not play exceptionally well, and they said they were strong at the back, limited Egypt to only 1 shot, 1 goal penalty na enough for them to win the cup no, and to win the game and move to the next stage of the competition. Chairman Salah Samiyamiya, Mohamed Salah Samiyamiya. Onum say Salah situation Egypt no. Eya beya Messi situation Argentina and to say Messi ebeji Copa America in 2021. They na SMS ayo club side nyina no na Leo Messi aye. But Leo Messi ba Argentina no team for Argentina anyi bibia. It Argentina for no kwa ka say there be omo team regard Messi as a legend. Because at least Maradona there wanye bibia kra no Maradona e Argentina eji the World Cup. Bona Messi bono any achievement Messi enya no club side no na Maradona air club football no untimi fan to Messi ho by a national team na Maradona the Argentina je the World Cup Messi ntimi fa Argentina nye hwe. Chairman, the same situation and a branch friend Mohamed Salah wom ewo Egypt. This year's AFCON no unfair bad because omunusu enra game no na Salah has 4 goals for Egypt. Chama onim say Egypt their all-time top scorer at the AFCON. Aya papa be a friend Hassam Shazili. I will say 12 goals at the AFCON. Egypt ebo AFCON nyina no their all-time top scorer chairman 12 goals. Onim say Mohamed Salah as 11. Mohamed Salah goals I was Edema Egypt AFCON 11 goals at the AFCON, just one behind their all-time top scorer at the AFCON. But chairman, only AFCON be. So ko Egypt you place me no omadi AFCON 9. Esam Hadari. Chairman, unse okra 4 AFCON titles. Ahmed Hassan ekra 4 AFCON air titles. So ko Egypt says here their all-time top scorer, the Egyptian national team, their all-time top scorer, Mohamed Salah. Chairman, Mohamed Salah has 65 goals for Egypt. They obey Mohamed Salah in their all-time top scorer air ranking, Abu Trika. Chairman, Salah 65 goals, Abu Trika 37 goals. But Saudi Abu Trika ejina Egypt. Now the Salah ejina Egypt. Now beside Egypt for say omun choose their legenda. Chairman, I'm sure most of them will choose Abu Trika ahead of Mohamed Salah. The reason is very simple. Chairman, Abu Trika edged 2 AFCONs for Egypt. 2008, 2006, and 2008. The Salah nyina no. Chairman, by Ajun say Egypt for biggest export in world football. But Ebefina, even Abu Trika. Chairman, one shot than 2 kwai. Uncle Siakai our foreign football muno. Our more AFCONs than Abrantefen Mohamed Salah. It's Mohamed Salah at this age, Chairman, so when the AFCON air 4 year cycle there, probably maybe the last AFCON. And he may retire from this, the Egyptian national team, become their all-time top scorer. Abraham Timia AFCON and from my friend Egypt. And the story here, but Yamo Senegal Basso.
Okay.
Only the jam say Yamo Senegal Basso. Senegal previous 14 AFCONs. Chairman, na Senegal have only 1 final. Senegal, the previous 14 AFCONs until 2019. Na Senegal have just 1 final pe. Sa final no mo boy no. Obekaya na 2002 AFCON. Many Cameroon echo final game ni ending 0-0. And a chairman Cameroon winning I think 3-2 on penalties. So until recently, na Senegal ba AFCON final crowd no munya dey o final. But the ten say enra final na Senegal boy no. Omo 3rd final in the last 4 AFCONs. For a country, the 14 previous AFCON, no about just 1 final. The last 4 AFCONs na ya boni nyina no. Team type final pa no Senegal. The only exception, chairman, 2019 on final. 2021 Senegal able final, that is when they won it. The last AFCON na 2023 no. And Senegal enti AFCON. And then 2025 chairman Senegal able AFCON. And I think that Jumana Senegal for year any academy, any place now Senegal produce and huge effect, positive effect on their national team chairman. And I think say they are doing so well. Yamo Senegal baso. Martin Nigeria for musician ba could be. Edumodu chairman only no. So I say Nigeria for winning game na only Ghana musician bia feature Ghana musician bia no. Oya Ono Edumodu no chairman. The biggest hit was given to him by a Ghanaian. Ninyuma abonyina no, maso de bia kura wonim. Woto seasoning. I don't need nyuma minim. Sa de nyuma no, the man aye hate because obi official Black Sheriff. Eti Saudi woni who feature Ghana ni a, Ghana ni na ye wadom. Mon kan kire no, say ono feature Ghana ni a, Ghana ni na ye nadom. Anyum be no abo. It's a Ghana.
Odumodu. Black.
If you lose this match, I will never make music like a Ghanaian artist in my life. Or if I won a Black Sheriff, man, your biggest hit. Your biggest hit, was given to you by Black Sheriff. And then Black Sheriff, the man is
tear them down into pieces. What you figure this be? Follow the man here. Talk your gibberish. The man here never listen. My wingman say bing 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 bing.
So he said,
and you na black
sheriff part of it.
On no feature black sheriff.
Now, black sheriff, I'm to be again. When you say, I'm in musician, who bears a Magunya musician. Your musician, the baby, I'm on your about and you'll be the best. I don't try Matuasi. But on no man, look like as a Ghana artist, Yan. Now I knew. Now I'm going to say Davido. I can't.
Whiskey's be can.
Davido's on Casansi. So be to say, you better boy.
And they can't.
And you went to Ben and Yabotre. Or also on Casansi. Whiskey, no can't.
Yeah, that's my man.
I just say, Kebe, and I heard him. Olami de money, Oma lay money, or Sanko Fono. Now, the
say Ghana artists no so almost so are they helping so money so be a collaboration but Nigeria for mad dey especially when Ghana ni Ekodi referee now almost starts I don't think he really means it, but of course almost person almost find a fault with Ghana so they be a rivalry bit to me Akoye, but I don't think so or ministry, because the question is Ghanaians and also are they also ready and are bent say change the numbers almost near collaboration with or without him, you know. I think the Ghanaians can also do this, but I'm only trying to say so I can say Ghana reference in more free and I'm so more free.
Chama Ode Enra Adeba Koye de Ghana for Chini say yen referees are not selected for major international tournament. Enra a big game semi-final Nigeria-Morocco. Nigeria for no any Ghana for no banter or social media. So even before the game, and almost started this as a more insight among supporters and against the referee. Any game ketwa. Chama so rated than a lie performance and rank Kabaman say. Mimi rated than a lie performance and out of 10. My man 8/10. Chama 8/10 all converted to percentage wise 80% a distinction. Maybe a mistake be maybe I'm in the yellow card he gave to Air Calvin Bassi earlier in the game. No, sad card in the then can yellow card. Apart from that, no, there is no one decent and one Kobia. Nigeria for better imagine so I can say it is because of that in Tina or Monty in the game. No, now because of Daniela in Tina, some of Chukozi Ekobos are panatin. Some of Chukozi Ebo Panatino as if said no or practice or training grounds. Now you are going to kick a penalty against Yasin Bonu. Chairman, to be able to score a penalty against Yasin Bonu, no, go back to the 2022 World Cup and watch Spain and Morocco. Game on boy, no. Chairman, Spain for first 3 penalties, no. Oman Timian Shebiu. Baku and Omade KT goal post, Mienu Ocheno, Oche, Sergio Busquets air penalty. And then the second penalty, no, Ocheno. And you are going to play a penalty against such a goalkeeper. I said there was nothing at stake. And as I'm Chukozi, a board born, Yasimbo Neche born. And then the Kakacho said, gave never a close contest. And the best defense against the best attack. Benra, the best defense won. Only said Nigeria, despite their attack, had only 2 shots in the game. Tell me, the entire 90 minutes, Nigeria able only 2 shots. Of the 2 shots, say about 90 minutes any extra time. Into about 120 minutes. Of those 120 minutes, Nigeria about 2 shots, only 1 shot and an air on target. 1 shot on target. Nyaboni possession wise, na quite balanced. Nigeria about 51%. Morocco about 49%. So balanced game. And to be able to breach some Morocco for defense, was Nigeria's major problem. The only shot they had on target, also Ademola Lookman shot to be no boy, Yasibuno Cheno. And we could do penalties. Come on, bring your 8 game. A penalties semi-final against Morocco. Morocco able to keep an eye penalties at Tiano. Yasibunu. You don't play that penalty kick and expect to win. Mama for many Blanco say Ghana could reference.
Okay, Maxwell.
Alonso no best say Real Madrid for team. Oh yes. Until I'm here time no more healing. Send no born on Bonnie.
Mas Alonso anka game we would have won. Alonso Real Madrid team now also saying no. They will lose games like this.
On say
even against Barcelona 3-2. He scored 2 against them.
Yeah.
They played better than we.
Yeah.
And then say
Liverpool team na say kura no muntu mention almost say Alonso team Madrid.
There be saying that's Champions League. Liverpool here not the Champions League no the AC Milan said 3 or 3 or the 8 Premier League.
Yeah.
Chelsea there was a year they won the Champions League. They were 6th or 7th in the league.
Yeah.
The Champions League has its own different but this is domestic competition.
No, yeah, I don't know.
Atletico
too are not firing almost 5. Chama Atletico beat him almost to Michel Madrid. They're 5. The whole team was disjointed. Madrid born or more born. See a beckano crepa, Kylian Mbappe. Chama Mbappe Juma was about 60 to 70% reasons because ye Bobo na Mbappe bibin to Becca said the team is okay. But when Mbappe amba apa, team need to be performing. Chama when they are playing against even small clubs so crowd, who difference, who steady, who different. The difference I'll be why stars 1, 2 ne woman on back on Joe Magic. Clearly, and at the passing game, no person boys in the border, they were not abreast with it. Into what was Madrid and on the field, no, or more based on individual web number, but as a team, it was not there. Say, Opesa, it shall be Alonso Pie, but see a kind of signature part, or the Madrid team, no best desire. Chama, you find it very difficult to see. Ebiana might need a lot of time, say, going forward, but in reality, Madrid team, was in shambles. But because I agree with you, a big club. They have history, they have big players who can turn things around. Any idea na dio moko. So even the Clasico they won 2-1. Aside said not flaking, only some Barcelona key players were not there. It was even lucky on their side because Barca did not take their time. They made some mistakes in there. And clearly speaking, now utmuse omoni Olympiacos Champions League omo ball ohwe omoni Marseille nyina unhu ball ankasa Madrid etume ebo. Of course, now coach we should have turned things around, but also feel say he could have gone with the team or but Copa there and as a cup matches there surprises be brewum. Saying China Madrid say Manchester United Chama Greensby for no ekoyi omo free. And I'll call Concras guys almost we Madrid 83. So Madrid would those shocks. So Abelo no onya botre na on she said team niye no make it so make it changes or make it changes. But born no more bond the chairman and said that empha. Now chairman to the AFCON who's run our cast the first game na FSA. Yes. Na very very tactical. Say game here tactical chairman nefe because inflow. Both coaches now being very tactical because Ebdru on ice will be as Rubia. And the mempesa may a mistake, send a be a besame. And the major and a pampea the flow of the game. Unlike games are yet technical. For example, so let's go to Madrid match that sometimes bubefu. They are highly tactical. Among players, you know, their coach in the pan say, you say no, I said they are being remote controlled. But teams no more technical. Yet to me, ma kwama player now to me at your bay or field no so. Ebi cry ball no ball. And said I'm far but the excitement akraba MBBA to make up. So it's very tactical. Then Egyptian who say defensively na ye can omo weak. So they paid details to the defense. And also one area more kwama to me and say forward. Then again say Senegal ya DB. Now West Africa and here in the next decade no chama obi abekwa kusua football Senegal. Because the Ami want to say over Nigeria and Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire born in Nimbo. But Ghana and Nigeria, chama ye bo AFCON. We only go there because we have very good players and we express ourselves. Ne are say results biamra. Me who sad then say we are really fighting. Despite the fact that you war stars, the stars and they almost stardom no tune chain in fighting for a cause. Say ya pesi ye BCH. Ghana dianis into the Ghana and Nigeria sika. Sika ho konsa sika ho ye because yen kwan ye ko tournament the chairman yanje kura na ye wo kwata fan e betu ben ye sika send the oje. So the issue is that then motivated players say they should go and kill themselves. No. Every area see a pay detail. Senegal looking at the squad or more still omo bobo na utun so money abre person omo ye bibi hwe Koulibaly hwe money omo ba beka so omo nje cap ni bi kurada. They still want to fight. And one thing as Senegal so GFA for Ninti say area of coaching chairman omu nyane right. Senegal are making a point blank so omo fa coach be a long term. And the chairman say Papa Tia on na ye omo chan team no coach o. O coach wo ho for some time. And sana Aliou Cisse a free omo senior team no omo de ne kwhye ho. Until there was a plan. Onsem Ribina Okasenka Desmond Ofe omo fa go through that Ghana yenye. Ade ye park of 4 bi or baby aba or beji 40 ta 50 ta ye kan house na ban so atua And that is what the Senegalese are doing. To back on, they are not so 20 no. No, no so be take 23 no. Not 23 no so no so be take a chantim, not chantim into or more planner coaches na chama yet here in Senegal it's the Olympic Stadium we are monshesho. Hesika ye ko say no legon hone saska we nyina na so ye nya pitch mo almost the Olympic Stadium say buy me neck dey ni bi. Into the government put things in place. Then coaches because most of the coaches coaches ball national team no. At least since the front party buy ball national team so they know the team. Now balls are and say so them be Adrian. Also Ghana mostly a team of players ne born e almost 30 matches. Say Adrian Koswa. Yes.
Sano huna na say sanity.
Tema say Ghana it say semenyo the form but City no born. Say in and out to cross best start. So but third now best or but Arsenal the best start. Fine more ball more yard minimum what say. But here the end said the fact that we bought those big teams in yard in our best start. Here Senegal team no. Papa Mata sa okay no. Only so the bench. Born cry on yabi more and so omo ne DR Congo World Cup we on ne come make magic but coach the papa we the obet na bench obo Tottenham is a regular Lamine Camara Monaco te bench Abrante Bolai Dia Laxi or te bench Onukrado Mobi Ismail Sarr Crystal Palace or te bench Ena Mbaye Ibrahim sa PSG small boy chairman use sa PSG small boy Ghana nke nyama ne movie. But yet bem asset when he is needed because your mom said they are senior players or ain't or must say to extend that time be any play on bone listen but Ghana and Nigeria and the coaches only make selection chairman based on the idea they had based on how big teams are all born at the end of the ain't one area we need to look at it and then again finally chairman top friendly matches obi AFCON only England ne Brazil ne ebo chairman ye boy Senya World Cup ne beba pa chema Ghana and Nigeria e bed din see e bebo that top level no ye twenya ma time na ba Senegal ne Brazil ball lusu 2-0 oko say England 3-1 and no say Ireland 2-0 proud to the AFCON no bombo top international matches it is an nyoma no mo ye chema it is working into quiet to say Ghana on say in recent time na Ghana semi-final na be possible bet Yendru Wana was disappointment. As a Senegal are taking over from us, and it's an area we need to really work on and make sure say be working because for 4 solid years now Senegal and Morocco at top Africa ranking and so far the whole of Africa top 20 football nations in the world omu 2 penny woman chema na so omo no den eti omo but on say na Chris can be senka obi anko na mo ka senka the obeje AFCON one qualify for World Cup nka ye man ko bi on a World Cup ye meboa and dem ne mo nyaadwe say yesisie chema yesisie ne say dia Congo aprea na say AFCON wanya nkwa wanya World Cup anko bi asene ga yi no now Nigeria so woni Benin ni we mu ntume mo na AFCON no koya dia wo se da bi a country bi to say Zambia onje onko World Cup da waje AFCON da atamo so what ate
enuntina na Christian ne say CAF can have a second look say you remember no so a route for one team.
It's a good suggestion.
One team.
Yeah.
You can't say because of we say you qualifiers no. You qualifiers in Africa you 10 slots. We have qualifiers na 9.
Yeah. Naka one.
It is our one no say AFCON year the winner of the AFCON will go. Say winner no any qualification already. The next best team what you say? No be route for
West Africa for qualify for World Cup Cape Verde. So is AFCON or muntu menje.
Aye.
But World Cup don't be to me akode. World Cup on bebo home matches bebre. To lose away kroba be mafia home. But what you say?
Qualify but there will still be one slot. Yes, I just say. There will be one slot from our route no. Ebe winning from there.
What said they means that the winner of the AFCON will be a strong team.
Yes.
So representing Africa no exactly. But Miss Smith as a country's no AFCON or moon to mean Jibida.
I understand what I mean. You want to qualify. You want to qualify. You want to AFCON. You want to qualify. But the premier African competition for national teams. It's the AFCON. It's in here useful and not the year
basis. I agree. And no problem the standard of the AFCON competition between them. Nigeria for maintain some Wakanda. Nigeria for one corner most starting say yeah impene.
Oh, the Nigeria. Over for
so much film. So much film. But lie you are. Tell me lie you are Diana. I think he did his job, and that is what he went there to do. But internet dumano, I mean, who's a wire or maybe a nedumano or wire job. Nothing Kiaman is semi final call quack. It be so why any duma or no, ye be Nigeria, but Nigeria feel over him no. Emi de bruta. Because
that's all come Dr. Uzan Zamoni, Jamakwami Cash and squad no count. Nigeria will qualify.
Say young almost be boy against minimum data all of a sudden. Marco tell much in Ghana and Bazan come boy against. Say a crowd or more per quine be a base a Ghana Bemfa. Because ye referee now, ye bomb per quine be as well. It's a Nigeria no more free. No call 2 and almost J2 still Ghana a 4. Pride Nigeria J4 pay. Would all bet in some maybe see one tea domas or my idea. Especially Mama a very good tournament.
Well, Yente, Gary Smith decided to engage a journalist Kakrano Bisomo how they rate Ghana's Daniel Nilai's performance in the game between Nigeria and Morocco. Yente soundbites maybe.
Rates the Ghanaian referee out of 10.
6 or 7 out of 10. 6.
Imam agree me.
I will give him an 8 on 10.
I'll give him an 8.5 on 10.
6 on 10. Okay, I think out of 10, I'll give the referee a 7 on 10.
Out of 40%, really. It's that 10 on 10.
4 out of 10, yeah. I guess 9. 9. 9.
Ethiopia, neutrals, no, it be a 7, it be a 8. Now, Moroccan journalists, no, almost 9 over 10. And then a show where maybe will be a free urban, but all in all, I think say you're referee Nabaso. And of course, I think it's a plus for us who are football association because you need him can Ghana referee must send you a monko baby ano. It's a Ghana referee who is officiating in the semi-final of the African Cup of Nations. I think it's a plus for our football and our refereeing. Every president 3 years ago at FA's Congress, Kumasi, Eka said Ghana's biggest problem with our football has to do with coaching and officiating. It means that they say you make inroads in kakra or a referee na well, fifth is saying Christian, data and statistics are in tandem with each other. I love his submission so much. Okay, Christian, fifth in the Basono. I'll say also, so what's the difference between Madrid and Hartlepool with lower clubs beating us left and right? Let me support Ateta like that. Hashtag Ateta for you UEFA Champions League. Hey, and then you have a I say Ateta, and no, I say we send match is in Nenyaji because of, and I'm sure say we Arsenal near the Amasa fans be Nenyaji and say what Ateta and they approach to big games. Say it's Arsenal in your cowards like Arsenal are not scared of teams. Who's the Chelsea in the last 9 meetings? Obviously Arsenal. I say. Manchester City in the last 4 meetings on Gonja oh, the channel.
First, also any pain. Which may away, especially Man City.
Yeah.
Not a one side about currently also any other
season. Yes, and 1 back, any board draw back, yes, and 5, and yes, another draw. What I say? I
feel we are prophesied more betting major trophy. My moon disgrace me.
Oh, the major trophy. The major trophy win. But when it's EFL, we have first legs. There are second legs to play. This year, 4 competitions. There are 4 competitions. I'm just hoping he can keep his cool. Now,
but then now paper Premiership now, and they are so champions in the only bit of the fan 20. Premiership and they are 20 years.
Arsenal Champions League now on Bepe and League.
Of course, yes.
League there's so much be paying. But Champions League, but Edia, can't Premier League. Arsenal Premier League trophy on the cabinet. They been the Champions League.
For sure.
And I think will be Arsenal supporters passing between the two.
Champions League, Barcelona for na mushi.
Okay, Sandy Fosca do you now say? Because what's going on with my Real Madrid? Senegal will win the African Cup of Nations this year. Okay, you're a very good game. I heard. In Simbi by me pay screenshot to the ama Trent. Nanka ama semno nikana easier. Aha, nanka easier. Yes. And it's I don't know if any mano. Na ni man not so one. Ebe boy. Darling Paul.
Chairman.
And no, the most English newspapers in Joe Carrison.
Yeah, Chairman.
Na not Nigeria de Kamayana.
Nigeria dia no mamema Trent Baku Sesia. Na omusu din komo about
referee na.
Referee no mo can asem.
Na omusu wa ye the referee ye dey. Because me match no then the referee ye.
Me there, but
Mom Yasa. Mom Yasa, you're bad losers. They shouldn't do that. They shouldn't do that.
Mama, I'm blaming penalty takers. No, say free sene poor. I almost say poor penalty shootout denying Eagles final ticket. Ain't he? Free say kobo penalties ne so amomo. Me there two group nimti. Say Trent be me ahwe free Nigeria near dia ko Joe Carrers there na.
In Nigeria for penalty takers no. More and I feel Nigeria did not really show up in the final.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it looks like two teams don't lose to final. Yeah, they played very well in the semi-final.
Yeah.
But I say final normal mad to the party. Okay, point sports extra. I'll say like World Cup, like AFCON. Oh, poor penalty shootout denies Eagles final ticket. Okay. Aina on Everton radar. Aina. Okay. I know you play about Kofi. Nigeria surrender historic scoring streak. Okay. Also, Eagles to get $500,000 pledge. One of the guys is card. I'm saying, no, kind. Bob the Joker is also Ghana's take Carabao Cup advantage. Magical money sends Lions into finals. Liverpool keen on Alonso. Albacete dump Madrid out of Copa del Rey. United admire De Zerbi. And Mikel calls for Sanchez replacement. Mikel Lubi. I say Chelsea go give him from. And newspaper. Yes, punch no. And also no.
But England, their chairman, they Joe Carrison kwa. And now I say Arsenal we no. Chelsea na mo show money the baby Arsenal. And Omufri say Moko finals. Monai Bakusi one no.
Let me know be a 1-0 advantage.
Okay.
And here record sport. I'll say New Year will be to Yankoye war asem. Big Ben strikes. Kaba Celtic ne Falcon game no. Zubastars. Oh, Zubimendi go no share.
Yeah.
Assist from Jokaris.
Yeah.
I know yes said your ball then the left too. Or yes said your ball. No, Zubimendi die. Sa benti the ball didn't master. Da go bunshira no. Baby obia. Only says Zubimendi ama you represent a party boy sim last season.
On Madrid team na say na Alonso
target for no.
Or can say a person no use to join
for na ye kaso mon tomano
na ye fast.
Na we kaso mon tomano. Zubimendi no. Ono say na say no for bi adam for ne na say ni papa bi na adam for ne ateta. Team no person buy us na.
Baby, time mo appoint as Alonso no. Na Alonso di kan na kasa wi. Real Madrid delayed. Before say Real Madrid make contact no. Na it too late.
It's also for us. Liverpool cross ko.
Alonso convince no man we say Boba Real Madrid, but Madrid for na contem.
Come unim say sa na Tottenham for convince eze. Unim so ko wi. O te ka mu gani manti ya man
Or Spanish boy you. And Real Madrid.
Nico Williams no dem say we no pass say Barcelona ni Arsenal ni no come. Especially Barca. One corner, so we do no power. Eti, I see Jock and Roaster. Jock and Roaster.
Go back, open no one sem.
Oh, say go charge. And again, game was all yadi. I also Jeremy Redknapp blame Arsenal wingers. No, said that's the reason why Joker is not scoring because Arsenal wingers do not cross the ball. often.
They
Once in a while, we cross it. Because when you have a left-footed player playing on the right, most of the time I'll be cutting in, hoping to take a shot. If you have a right-footed player playing on the left, the same thing. But will be a right-footed on the right, normally they cross the ball. If you feel say no, I'm an I know say I don't know who's me bra. Gunning for a trophy, you know, sport, ice sport, I know na. And so these are newspapers from England, and they say jock and a hard place. Okay, it's no. Okay, I'm saying sports. Yeah, but I'm for win from because World Cup in Basel.
Exactly.
World Cup in Canada, US, Mexico. Report to me as a Mexico game on Mexico game back. Ticket is sold out. That's what I'm gathering. I say first and second phase of tickets normal time. And then the number of ticket applications are random selection phase and so I'm fine. Game the ticket na sakra. Say omo wan so mo yeah nti say and then it's a random selection phase no my and then on the 13th on February I think the second or third one of them. Forgive me for dates na escape but very early February and FIFA be random selection into if you apply for Ghana, England, Ghana, Panama, Ghana, Croatia. Onowaka just say yeah random selection unya Ghana, Panama, unya Ghana, Croatia, but when you Ghana, England. It is your just when you normal amount some few 12 hours to pay. Yeah, they take it now allocated to you. So when yeah. Gwechiri peno chu ka nti omo ye ne say ozo omo do visa card crash so it by the time you know also scout visa card na o we na ombeti na say onya ticket nti World Cup no ye nyina ye ni the next phase the last phase will be in March and the first come first serve. I don't know what it means to say ubako you know so not ticket that so be 10 tickets are available. I say fastest finger. How many in Tomabitiano? What to ticket? So what did the China say? And the U.S. Embassy initially can say, "Wow, what ticket? Why being a World Cup ticket? We are on the fast track appointment." So we have to call a World Cup. As someone make change, let's say me a traveling tour. When we be am friends and van go U.S. U.S. Embassy will be near me. Minim how Mr. General. Ukwa any traveling tour? Are you on 30 or? After 30, I just say, because my education where I get a lot of calls. Saying that boy, maybe Mr. Mimpesima go be a go fast in the Abram Bamcho. Now, the Guardian newspaper in the UK reported, and I've seen that there are a number of a year non swabber on a lot of portals. They tried to debate swab. Or said the full list of 75 countries where Trump is suspending visa processing. Now, at the end, also the Trump administration indefinitely suspended immigration visa processing from 75 countries, which nations have been affected.
Indefinitely.
I'll say it take effect from the 21st of January. A targeted applicant officials deemed likely to become a public charge. People who they believe may rely on government benefits for basic needs. Say, young Kofobi bedding on the nation. Normally, they are not the entire Mankofoba, a Kukumon say, and Mr. Yenchemu, your non-immigrant visas and your immigrant visa. Where you must suspend immigrant visa processing. Immigrant visa processing, HSA, immigrant visa processing, and Omo obi ya ware obi a file amount. What I say be our mammy, what file my mammy, what file my oba, and it's a new man, and no, I am immigrant visa. What I say, 2G immigrant visa, I know the Rema, and now process it on my social security number, your green card. If you a green card, you know, it will after some time. Your mom 2 years, it be there cry 3 months, it be depending on how I'm saying. And no, almost say almost suspended for 75 countries. Ghana, any about 30. Number 30, yeah. 30 and you get out in ding. It will him listen away. A trend for Tusaha. Countries we are going to get here from Afghanistan, Albania, Algeria, Antigua and Barbuda, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Bahamas, Bangladesh, Barbados, Belarus, Belize, I don't say kind of Belize, Cambodia, Cameroon, Cape Verde, Colombia, Cote d'Ivoire, Cuba, DR Congo, Dominican Republic, okay, Egypt, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Fiji, the Gambia, Georgia, Ghana, Grenada. It is a Ghana is a 75 countries are US are banning for immigrant visa processing. Minimum how they will do it, but I'm sure say there will be a way out for my dada. And I said there will be a way out for Oma yen. It may be a home, this only process no home. So I yanko
your grandma yam printing my crown, they may still refuse you.
Consul Trump consumer story, Trump consumer story, no. Na
trend Kosoro and the next one.
Say, according to the cable, exemptions include dual nationals with a valid passport for a country not on the list, or if the applicant is able to demonstrate okay. If the applicant is able to demonstrate their travel would service an America First national interest. If a visa has already been approved, but the visa has not been printed, the consular officer must refuse the case.
Yes. And then I make an approval.
One can say, also one can say, can.
Yeah, must.
Into
Obi approval money is
yeah, approval visa, immigrant visa amount. But you nyam printing mount, if you amount day class be abeji next week beji another DHL come send you aba.
No, I must see the reason here there. Nansen Trump and send some Ghana dia no to me.
Omo na kwabro no man trust na o de on some na oba na ye ba be chichim, but the tell say ma mo je visitors visa ne sa ne man monka ho
95.7 Pure FM 95.7. 95.7. The only station on your airwaves now.
Mema obibia akwaba yawa day amuzin komo ena menemo ebebono eye mema nkomo na ya wutie show na amuzu aboawuram ni nyina ne se ye pese ye kyerɛkyerɛ wo ema woda wo ho so se wo ye beemen na de bia wo so betimi stay healthy de bia obetimi akɔ adwuma so obetimi atie sports ene de keka ho nyina enu ntini ye de amuzin komo ye de ebre wo no medofo ma memfa Dr. Amuzu contact emma ebi ane nkomo na ye bebo no na wo problem bi wo apomudi mu hawo bi wo yawo bi pa wonam na mekire waduro ama wato nanso so wo hia Dr. Amuzu number a woni na ebebo nkomo na wa kyerɛkyerɛ wo so pese wo hu ono ankasa na wo beje ayaresa papa dia ya watafo nhyiaye so Amuzu Junction Tafo inshaye so Amuzu Junction. Se wo so for lie ene ne mpotem wo bekọ ball ho. Omo a ya wo mu lodu anu makofa moro market ani mo ho no. So wo ya wo say mesi wo Amuzu Junction. Bakura wo betimi afa ka be fa so am run about wo atwam aba crow from straight. Wo si wo a sa chotro na wo mo kwata fofo ma ase no wo mo kofa moro market ka che wo mo say mesi wo Amuzu Junction be bia Dr. Amuzu clinic no e wo no na wo nhwe clinic ho asem na me ka che wi be ma ojonso a ote yaw emra be ma wo jonso a o black mamba no emuji wim mesi ye den bra e painful urination no Bema bia wo jojo ni se pain no ekoso sa wo black man banim ebia na wanya kidney how bi ana prostate issues makam what I say a prostate a more mema and a how etimi ba mo prostate ho ne banswa at the symptoms are ya bebre ya painful urination yi e ka ho bi obi nso so wo no mo a wo kwadwonso a na ne bladder no Johnson no acid e bia ka me munye empty da fidie bi a wode aba no afidie no yetimi de hwe mema mo prostate no na ye hwe say e how bi e na aba ho ana sadie enti se wodia no eye Johnson ya o Johnson ya wo ya e wo se ope ho asemudi e bia na ye UTI urinary tract infection Johnson mu problems no ebi no afi kwa Johnson abeti pains papa na ebi ana won so wodie no eye STI anajuba akubi na woni wo ba bi kodi akatima akapen agro no high jump no wan hwiri ni ye wan hwiri high jump fun say besine ye ka say wo Johnson a wuti pains ewo wo bemem eno na apeso oba me ye wo labs eno na apeso oba me ye hwe wo prostate eno na apeso oba ye ncheke wo pressure ye hwe wo mudro fi se wo ye twon bro so wo luft ba enye eno wa ye tan se some paper so eno so se ne panko ye entie ne na wo se wani ba ho so na wo ba ye clinic wo eho na wo ba ye no wo se na simpa bo hye me ewura me hunu na se sukura me Johnson tentem dodo menti ase ene wo hia Dr. Amuzu wa brabo emu na wabam wo mato mo bo ase o edi enfidie edochiri wo nipadue makomu run about ye hunu se hey yade se na ha wo ya yire pa yade no ho ya bayire ne pampi center fonku no na afi ye fi nipadue nim ama ho ato me se doctor number no ye 0247 7767 43 0247 776743 Yanshe enurobia yedi abedwa so sa painful urination no say adwuma mo ye busy na wontimi ma ye clinic ho a doctor drone wunim say eye superb one time or the bamontene so a wase obi owo otwe ba wi atewa abrochire no da ben we twa plane ticket aba ene meye madro ni kama preko enti se dipa no wonya bi abrochire wonko anom a oh ni problem last stop enti na wode Amuzu P aba no medafo wonya bi amu Johnson a muti se mo be memu hyehye mo ya na ubula matari ni mu dwa wo no pebi Johnson mu problems nyina ebe firi wo yo ba wo so nombi obebo akwa Johnson ko hwe nani ma so aka wisem eya ne ya se ne ba na emu tutu no emu dwa no ankasa no wa ye nani mu basa se nyama ati se Iraq ni surveyor adan ya wo kwa Johnson so ye nti pains ye te de enti se wo Johnson na wo ti pains a wo hia Amuzu P heba mesha no de se wa ama ye clinic hombo na wo ko heba shop e wo Ghana ha ba bia wonsa beka bi yani ani esadi adwanamitie Amuzu garlic bitters ya na wo ko heba shop wa enkoka garlic aduro bia keke Fedino Amuzu ni two team tu ko nyina wo de ndese chamfo odi ni birthday wo de Amuzu tu dru a wo se Amuzu wo pen de wo se me pen garlic no ye be ya ma shane box mu fefefe kama ya to 9 efa kofie na Amuzu garlic bitters no medofo ete cholesterol eso reduce cholesterol in the body adentia se nipa o cholesterol e wo high pa ya ede akomemu how heart diseases ebro and I will risk say won sokura no be sanya stroke no esanso wo high enti wo cholesterol de ya emfa wo ho nsere se oh ya se me cholesterol wo high na wani age ebasa akra wapomuden kura no enye enti se we yo ba wo ye bema na wutie sports ya ade a wose wo ye nyina ne say ya ta check wo cholesterol uni baby a wo be check na bra Amuzu Herbal Clinic e be check ama na mom onom Amuzu garlic bitters a reduce cholesterol e woni padua nim unya heart problem bia unya stroke se stroke ebo nkaya e wo se wonom amuzu garlic bitters, get rid of it. Se stroke no wanya bia e wo se wo cholesterol no na timi kɔ fam eti wo hia dra e be reduce cholesterol na ma se de be ya wo so wo betimi atɔ ntem se wanya stroke na still a cholesterol ni wo high wo ntɔ wada enti enei se wanya bia se wanya bi fresh sa fe na wo recover se ebo nkaya no wo to amuzu garlic bitters no mo a me se wo di reduce cholesterol no a e woni padua ni mo no na stroke na me ye wadanfo ebo nkaya se na abehu ya na se oto ase wano fa se no na se de ananse ache wo ne ho no one side na ye titiriti na ate se de pese chim ko one side no wo wa na ate se de won sei aye titiriti te se de watena wo bi mu ache no afa wuti ma enti aye titiriti ya wo wa na ate se de wo na se na wo se ananse ache me na me na no aye dududu enti sa bre kra se me shempaboa na wuro kra me de mi wo ade me na no ase aye te se fom no eno an so wona ante se jonjojo wo ko ne paboa so na awro de na chi no ye me dofo yi ene entina ho ma stroke mo nka ye sei na wo biti no half no edwale sa te se de edi akuma ene edwamu na ya ye ntia se ade na wuti half na ye wo yasa eye ne ye nnani no aye ko te se kire ben kosua se wo ye be man me dofo emoja ne ntimi nkomma nom amuzu ne garlic bitters edre yi se wonya bi se wo no mo a ebiebie entini mu enti etse pressure eso woni me say phytochemical property bia ehemu no eye huge na etopi baabia se obi se wa ye bibidro yes tennis ene wo mu a se adro no kosia high jump hwiri ko wiem ne koso adro ni wosoro because adro ni beboa ate wo pressure no so obi ho check ne pressure bia yes say abnormal enkoye ne pressure bia enkoye medofo ena wotete ho e wa bra doctor amuzu de garlic wodi akakadro nso kan akakadro ye powerful na garlic nso owie wodi prekasa nso kan emu haban mako edunan nanu buna kan enua bi hini kan ho wano ani nyina ma na yete se dudo se wonya garlic bi so okatra ma so se pe afedie wunti na emu twetwen wo no wo se ni nyina na ekọ wonya bi di gu minimu se guna afedie wa enkaya na wunti mi na anadwo no afehwe se wo da se ya hate wo cholesterol yi beti akoi na wo pressure so ko efom na afi boost immune system no immune system ye dienya asrafo bi na ya no mo we nipadua mu no yare bi e ba na akeke no awe ba wo de wo ye weak to understand say wo bi yare akurati mi besa hey be ma ene wo se wo kokwa so se ene de ase me nyare so mentiapo hey na be ye de akwa adwuma ene me yare e china me ye be yi wadi e wo se wo sori ye cream wo na akwa wo de se bongresi aboba no adenti a wo nom amuzu garlic bitters na ye supplement bia enkade bia wonum bi se ya wa ho ode no etua wo saa wona wo kosa wona wo bɔ adwuma kro no hwa me se wa wontimi na no ekuta zinc na fe sulfur eduro na ho ode ba ko ewo mu paa no obo ho no ma ne na ho ode akasa kaka ne mema no hey na phone na ebre na wo dwini phone so si ya no ko TikTok no ko bra panyine na ya da awase no kura wase nipa de da no wo no kura wontimi na mu fampo wo ya ne se na ni ate ne na ni gusu saa ate se jare bobo no se wontimi na nom amuzu garlic bitters ni bi anwumre obo se afa wote wa orofesa de na ase de wo gigi kofom ase de wani kumbi sa ase de wo body no relax no edientia eye zinc ne sofa na ewo mu no eno na aboa wa ma wo bedasa no na wo bedasa akra foforo be so no ho oden ne kura wo mema benefit we ye garlic ni mu ni se ate wo cholesterol no ne wo pressure ne so a ho eboa wo ema wutimi hye wo ba nyinsen because selenium ewom obi se efiri bra me nom pressure dre me mensem akofom ne kura da nchen a me a me hu se me hu nsuo ne kura sa agene enti me nyinsen wo ba na wo wo ne ho mpane bi ene de keka wo ama ne mensem kura sa akofom sa wo ye ba ma na se wutie me wo se wo nom amuzu garlic bitters ni bi selenium na ewom no wo betimi hye wo ba nyinsen na wo pressure no so akofom na ya na na ye bedi akatima kapenya agro no ya na wose moja no ene flow efa wo be ma ne ho ya kai ya fe wa no ba ku mienu miensa still na ahwe na anim sa so okra wachima bibia ntekre wo ba bi wo flap na anim still ayese right pad no mre hey bra panyini e moja ne inflow sa no na alison na wo ye amuzu garlic mu no e ma moja ni flow na efa wo be ma ne ho etu bo hu se ya ho ba ko ba ya kai na animu no na peja sa na ya kakraka yesi etimi wo be ma kurasi abonte sa dey oho odin wo mpamu dodo no mamuzu garlic bitters ni bie nefa ji wo samba e wo mpaso na obi anani huna de yie na ni so aye ni wisi esa ne present no onom ye garlic adro ya fedie ne nani so aye clear wo hu ade nyina yie otimi drive ya najo obi a wose wo ya brand enso sciatic enti emirika kora wontimi nkobie na wakoye doggy style mazupu be che no bra panyini ka ho ne pe amuzu garlic bitters ni bi amuzu garlic bitters woko herbal shops woko pharmacy woko chemical shop ebi wo ho fofofo a week e wose wonom amuzu garlic bitters to ba ku week bia ade entia wo de te wo cholesterol ne so edi entia mamoja no edi efusane efise ebete wo pressure ne so na boost immune system na fei amuzu p heba mesha so wo dwa so saa a week bema nom amuzu p heba mesha mame edi entia wo de bo prostate no ehun ban na de apamu namu yade te se gonorrhea ene syphilis efri honom na timi aboa wa ma wo mensem no so watimi adi ntimi saa year we no serious reggae business adwuma na wo ko ni gidigidi Dr. Amuzu beboa wo ebra wo nom ne garlic no na boost immune system no na ye namu yade a wo nom Amuzu P no amanako efie ho ye wo nro bi wo ende haye kwa ho ye medofo be ma be na 3 seconds no na ni okọ yese de wo hampo ni hwini mu a ase ye so na duro adan ya me ho aba bra panyini ye mfa 3 seconds enwura 2026 mu kwa 3 seconds biem ni ebehwe wasoma ma highlight adum enti mesrew e wo se wo gina wo na so che e wo se wo delay ya bra Amuzu Herbal Clinic ye delivery 24/7 wo de offer wo se doctor me ye seconds bema wo ma me minutes ni bi na wo ba ne se e ye fa ni ma ye se wo kra wa chima na me da ho ya na me wura ahokora se me ye bema eti bra panyini fred 0247 776743 0247776743 Kaiser 2026 yeah tie chairman January dia yentra se maye bema no enwuda
sa all right yentra so the vadia kenyina enso emra
Pure FM 95.7 the only station on your airwaves now.
All right, I appear on 95.7 FM. Yemfa and some no dia can and so darling port nasi. No dia room official monza for a concern about some American travel ban no but you say B1 B2 near for no apply for normal visitors visa and this and no monka into munyavotre. Why? Say mom just student visa and this and no money monka. It is a be why wine so for a visit and this adena you can apply for a visa and this adena we immigrant visas and no normally and so abundant because now man for a concern about affecting World Cup say na your mom ko work on bed ako and the HM say enu nka ho World Cup na yi nka ho ene mama come no ma visit no and so nka okay bo
chairman
you remember na ye kakra bi ofie na ye sorry
chairman no na edi nkomo about Julius Ben Emuna na o ka say Opariado say current MD no ono anete so ye pon show na no the resignation e buy so ne F4 na wie Emuna
okay
enti say the resignation aba so on the Ghana Football Association a wie enu ase meeting koso na Dilani Ankwa Diama so resign enti say I set
to basi Dilali na no prize o ye
yeah
enu I resign and Emuna so I resign from FA and Emuna no na man for people to say on never be has see you okay Interesting.
Enti say house in common no eno ene de eba. Now chairman, ewo Kotoko na say na be din come about Kotoko assistant coach Hamza Obeng. Karim Zito aka kire empanyifo so Obeng yan back. Ewo Kotoko senior team nim. Okay, ya obeka say
Kotoko
Hamza Obeng say oko under 20. Under 20 for na starting league. Enti Hamza Obeng na kwakoye adwuma no. Oma yina free senior team nim. Enti from a team nim biem. Say Karim Zito aka kire team manager Amos Frimpong. So on kan Hamza Obeng so omla back. Enu ne enkoma enu so free oba. Chairman Samba Onel. O kaya yebeka say Samba Onel. Any Kotoko ebe extend on contract no 1 season. Now fe Kotoko ashaton no. Enra Kotoko eko din koma say nyame ya adoma Unilever Ghana eba be sponsor Kotoko. De yatene say Unilever Ghana anya agiatum atiase say Samba Onel etiase extended the Kotoko. Ne salaries no omo be famu half.
Okay.
Okaya ye kase Samba Onel eso op $5,000 a month.
Okay.
Unilever Ghana as a 5,000 on the form half. Now, fei boy no ati asiasi akai diama kumase krobia sante Kotoko. Enti Samba Onel ene Kotoko contract extension no de nusu free wo eba eno no.
Says yes, Unilever partner sante Kotoko.
Yes, chairman.
Okay.
And no akomuchi che deodorant ma players no.
Okay.
Chairman, Osai Kofo no si akai de ma Bechem United. Eno free Bechem Echo Nations FC. Nations FC coach Frimpong Manson eno Osai Kofo enya problem. Enti nansa na Kofo ensi akai ni bi. Emma Nations catcher boy ne say onko aduana. Nations at the boy in the card Emma aduana for. Emma later Osai Kofo ne aduana kodi nkomo. Chairman, maybe ka say na boy ne pe Kotoko. Enti no otwentwe ne nase. Say on tia say Nations de ne card akwakoma aduana. Ewa abra aduana for ni ndi nkomo. Nyame adom say nkomo na si. Finally, boy na tiase okodoma.
Okay.
Enti Samuel Osai Kofo from Nations FC okodoma aduana bobo kunim. Na Kavro Osai be chairman. Nyame ya adom achina onsi akan ni bi. But onim say Kavro Osai be ne has a for contract no. Si ebo season ni wi a ekwa wiye. David Opafrane Oni has a full contract. Your boss season in we are a query. Yow amankwa befi. Your boss season in we are a query. Chairman, and sharp boys are medomu dimawi. Omontuaso. Emphamaphobia.
Now, how's the focus on your travel ban? Yes, I say.
Say, no muso mubetuya. Oh, voice be crop area do akase. Say, nay, omutu and a crombe sign player.
Yo.
And ne. About 11:59 p.m. Transfer window ni close. But period say so much ya can na on be signings. And this year season a players be on beko. But on Solomon Agbasi, chairman Yebedini won come say Solomon Agbasi dey no register as amateur. Emma ye chire mu say se ebo season ni we Solomon Agbasi ye free. And come na ba ne say Agbasi aka chire Ana Solomon Agbasi reps no. I catch that simpenny for ne say before say Solomon Agbasi be sign a contract no. Omo fan shemu say omo be man playing time. Enti komo na ekoso no. Chairman say season e kwa wiye na Solomon Agbasi wanya bia na it's likely so obeko. Yate se Kotoko ese omo open no. Yate TP Mazembe and yate Swedro Oblast. Agbasi ni has contract no season ni by we ya or only contract. Am registered as amateur. Enti komo na eba no. Say Agbasi no chairman omo money playing time obeko. Eno ni die free oba. enti Papa and Chairman Agbasin Semno. Onim se panyini bi aka kire boy ne se onyine ne ho mo de ne beko Germany friendly game no. Okaya bosome miensanim the month of March Ghana ne Germany be boy onkofa kansie. Yes House of folk eko doma omo ne aduana bowie no enem panyimfo bi eka kire Agbasi se onyine ne ho save na oye no okoso toaso a obeba beda e di ama the Black Stars of Ghana and omo promise no send the performance no e toaso say ya omo de ne beko Germany enti say ama Agbasi representatives no aka as coach has impanyimfo say omo pa omo function say Agbasi no e benya playing time so onya playing timer obesan.
Okay.
Why not playing timer, Chairman? Boy Nebeko.
Okay, and it's only 11:59 p.m. and everybody close the window.
Yeah.
Until you went to be unsigned the player, be an is all trained the next transfer window. And as by special dispensation be and maybe have team they are registered players. Until young Chinese University be see a coin. Yami match na Ghana honum tiababe. Nina honsem Yami Aduma. It evensia.
Yeah,
now the ending for about for no and so honsem and so emre but and then yenyanum bia omo enya eyi omo wasem ne be kan say also you go jomo the chance of be kan and say and mami kama bi be fia ha e be see nyina yi your friend no Mrs. Margaret Asamoah Abrefi Collections Abrefi Collections now the chance Abrefi na sit da from oba penny amafua I don't know friend mami and mami na mami ameka na asemi unya 86 years na mami a DJ wo agent 605 ono ora friend Isaac Asamoah ne mami asem ne ken na dada Asamoah former Asante Kotoko player dada Asamoah former Cornerstones dada Asamoah USA ono so de maame na da fom no Abrefi Collections na ase nimpon na da fom tie ye ne ba so this Saturday etie nyina de ani echiremu ewo Atonsu Dumpasi School Park ho na eyi no ebe ba so of course den betompem ewo Atonsu Dumpasi honum na ntie nyina ye ngoka Abrefi hunti Abrefi say na ase da fom okwansiye tie mbija no ya be jan dodo DJ wo and that someone in Nigeria jam and so I'm an internet say no the oho this weekend now Andy Gasias
weekend yabeba area ho
Amoroso so
yes
yenya
ma send am asisi here
no enyo na be send am Trent nya be training cancel no o da fi na be send am Trent Amoroso Daniel Sapon Dodo na friend Amoroso of FDS Motors o Cadillac kese pa na Amoroso so papa da fom iti weekend yi na yinye ko ja Amoroso so ama wache okope kwabe di ama ne papa na Mr. Francis Sapon celebration of life ono sunya 85 years na another na friend Abrasika na ye no so baso memende baso wo hinfa
Utra Dunyina the next town Homra Benasi honoma na nyina yeba
okay
tinyame adma memende
Homa Benasi
after Dunyina
so Utra enti Daniel Sapon Amoroso osi enkantri obi ase nyina mbija no na enyefe enti weekend your programs so onim say weekend ya nso ena miami nwa Atakra enso ware Atakra from UK also ware Brooklyn State enti yabeko enokwa ma abrochefo ni nyina eba tie hwe ni mse nyame adom achena ko ebe nku Freddy in the studio enti programs all weekend jai why she show new ya na akako ibibia ho Cassius Milo games no sasa ni your friend am na ka ho. Say inter schools. Says you got the elite in the school competition. Almost soccer competition na koso. Nti ehwe se di bisi akonti na enenzo eto aso.
Ya ka se omugu so omubo.
Okay.
Omugu so omubo. Say Christian ka ka. Mawuse was 2 goals to be asun. Say cars so Pentecost 1-0.
Okay.
Cars are qualify. We Pentecost 1-0. Cars for qualify. And me check here no was actually 2-0. Omasha Asaribidi aku 2-0.
Was game no upon.
Omasha 2.
No mas Asaribidi aku okay. And I'm no boy. Ti omushe. It's
in the games I can be the aim we na bobo bi so je. Schools were in action today.
Yeah, chamu and day 2 and na games no do na course and Jache Pramsone upon memorial the Japas Shomo 1 and now Castle Social Pentecost 1 and was a share Sarabia Kutun in TCA Tiki Trenabu could be an Islamic Nebu Bian Shibi and movie pa Kumase KSTS and a Juraman Anglican Ebebona Prempe College and that the Greek now fast track any armed forces now Sims and TI mass for Mena Abo Neze Ye a run of 32 Nitinaka 16 schools. Is it already Bosome?
Obi say Jare say KSTS and Sims obe.
I know him say I am Panzo. Bet me a Shia.
I was about to I
was support Sims.
Now we had more KSTS.
Send the AM Fanhosa. I'm a Mataniana Mudu.
Oh, okay.
A Mudu. It is a Chamu Yami more Chinano, a Bia qualifier, and also sono Bosomefra, Ebisia, Tia Mass Phobia. Okay. Bosomefra will be 3 years new, the Biomobile. Our Lady of Grace, Esubu Kumasi High School. Okay. None knew the Bias near Dujan Fiabo. Na Ukes and Sunis in Tibet, Nene Diana Moshishan Sono, Omubishi and Tizi, and Nano Yanya Fishes Nibi, Japas, Ebebo Cas.
Okay.
Nka Christian mo share nka ono mo ne bi share.
Okay, ka Christian ne cancel.
Cancel bi share.
Christian say ona ka Christian be support.
Bo bi since 2011 or 2010 mo ba border soccer e wo stadium da. Chance bia omo player ba ko ni keeper o.
Opo memorial for.
Kom gra na dika take lead ni kura tentem kura ho. It dey say o wa so a qualify into o twen TK an Islamic winner.
Okay, into inter schools football competition no Ekoso Babara Stadium. Andy,
the new STC GH Express Ultra Modern Bus Terminal Ewasa for labor runabout total filling station that you was a building TBS was some make catch them debias open unyaka edit kwan wabra car na unyan in very good condition not driver or wabutre and yame pentema kuchu magwaba mpa no akwhwe magude da bi nyanu bia we ayede wo nya abutre no ade wanante kwan so amwa kwakodu asomdwe mu so obesan so ba ya besan so de waba buses no eno so yenit enya buses na wo betre ma wo ko na fi air condition nya adwuma na che se wote de buses ni nyina no in very good condition nya asem kwetu akranti so wotie me na wo konkran o ko takrare o ko tamale na wo hia aye bus de tu kwan a the new STC GH Express Ultra Modern Bus Terminal be kan ebi so anam ye kuo bi ana mo pese mutu kwan bi bia mo ko aye bi mo ko program bi o ba bi na mo gira mo pese mo ko with one bus and no so metimi contact here ye be ma mo bus ni ama mo driver no de mako enso esanso e de maba be ba to ye modern waiting area ye sound security advanced ticketing system accessibility features event center or shopping mall restaurant barbering shop ni nyina bi etua se dem di ka kan no ye wo asafo labor roundabout total filling station no neti wo bon se building ten bi so aha e ho ene ye wo so person friend for ticketing and reservation number also friend is 0557 943 607 0557 943 607 ebi so na ayen komo foforo enye ticketing wasem ebi asare mechanic ko ampese